In this video, I want to go through the way in which we can help solve where you've got multiple line items from a single supplier that is billed on one billing item, be that a service out of Autotask or an addition out of ConnectWise. So we'll go into our web root here, and the accounting question is going to be legal help. Okay, so when I search for legal, it leaves us with two line items. Okay, so what it's saying here is that there's two separate line items from Webroot. So it's probably different tenants for setup for whatever reason. However, legal help remote is billed to legal help, and what we actually want to see happen is both the 220 and the 22. So really, we should be trying to bill in total 242 in total. Okay, so what we've done here is we've mapped the first one to the account, the contract, and then the service. And then what we'll do now is we'll match the other one for legal help. So here we'll fetch the company out of Autotask in this instance, legal help. We find the contract, and then now we're going to pick the relevant service that we're after, and it's just this one here. So now when I submit that, what's going to take effect now is, because we've mapped two line items to the exact same service inside of Autotask, we've now created what we call a many-to-one relationship, okay? And one of the checkpoints that we've got here, which is any potential billing risk you may have per vendor, is just step-by-step listed out here. Whenever you see many-to-one, it is always referring to there are multiple line items that have been grouped together. So now you can see 22 plus 220 equals 242. And this grouped unit count is now what we are comparing to what is inside of Autotask. So our recommendation would be that you increase this by 32, and then it would naturally go to 0. So one of the other ways that you can, if you ever see a bracket or you're not sure about the error, you can come into this item here and you will be able to see the two line items which make up this grouping of many-to-one. Okay, so that's one we've mapped it to, and that's the secondary one which has been applied to it after the fact. Worth noting, if for some reason this is incorrect and just needs to be mapped somewhere else, you can absolutely just go through and reverse the action by changing it to a new service, contract, or of course just replacing the company and kind of starting again. But that is the way in which we compute the many-to-one. So all the costs from multiple line items on the vendor will be compared against the individual sell price and unit count out of Autotask or ConnectWise.